Buddy the dog. What are you doing, pal? Watching us go on another adventure? Sure. Well, Dad and I are headed out to go check out some stuff that's coming up on auction. So we're gonna take you along right after this. All right, whole bunch of stuff for sale. Well, how much are you gonna buy?
I got my list.
Oh, you got a list. Oh, you took pictures of the stuff you want?
Yeah.
Oh, that's probably over there.
I wanted to look at the trees.
Does it have tags that say anything? Oh, they got card you can scan. That probably takes you to the bid it now thing.
Probably.
2014.
This one I had clicked on.
This little Kubota.
Yeah.
It'll be a handy little garden tractor. It's got a little 3-point hitch on it.
Nobody had bid on it yet.
And what'd it say? If you buy online, it's 5% buyer's premium, but if you buy in person, it's nothing. Huh?
Right. I had that on.
The little John Deere.
Yeah.
That's a handy size.
It's a little bit smaller than that one.
I bet it's the same. No, 56 horsepower. It's the same. Mooresville, Indiana. It came from new.
I'd like to have one of these one day.
A little mini excavator. This would be handy.
There's one of those little standard things.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that'd be not just dangerous, but I think I mean, I'm sure it's smart enough that if you fall off, it'll probably quit, but because you got to have your foot on this pedal, just like that man lift I rent all the time. You got to have your foot on there to make it do anything, or it just stops what it's doing. And there's another little
Oh, this one too.
deer.
I don't know.
I don't see that thing. Maybe they just added the.
Oh, on the front.
96 power shuttle transmission.
Is this the what Kubota I was looking
I don't know, a little backhoe Kubota. That'd be super handy. And the little front wheel assist, you could go about anywhere.
I think it is.
It's really in pretty good shape for being an older one.
Tag lot 8,000.
Yeah, they don't know. Years made from 1976 to 1985. They don't know what year it is exactly.
Looks like it had the oil change 2 years ago. Or year.
It looks in excellent shape for being older, and they're just about indestructible. I mean,
What kind of motor do they have in
a
it?
Kubota.
Kubota motor. I didn't know if they made the.
Oh yeah.
With the diesel.
I'm sure Kubotas. I bet you gotta have the foot on the clutch.
They might not want you to start it.
Cold.
Well, Not a very
That's
big-
wide enough for this tractor.
Oh yeah, I meant deep. Not a very deep.
Yeah, but it's four-wheel drive, you can get it full. That would be handy for pasture seeding.
I think this is the one that they haven't had a bid on. There's another one they got over $3,000 on.
I bet it'll bring that.
Most of these skid steers, they didn't have a bid on them as of last night.
People will wait till in person because they don't want to pay the fee. Ferguson.
I can't blame. That's the little one I had on my
Oh no, it's a,
list.
what is it, an international?
I thought about for my garden.
Yeah. This is probably better.
Yeah, but it's not a, is it a 3-point hitch?
Yeah,
Oh, it is? I couldn't tell on the picture.
it's 3-point hitch. I don't know what this is. Weight box or something, I don't know. Yeah, it's 3-point hitch.
Oh, it is.
You can angle the gangs with levers. And
It's bigger too. I like
Yeah.
that.
it's probably back here. I mean,
Where?
this whole lot too.
Oh, that?
Yeah, that's where the stuff is. Like, some of them people had the right idea driving around. Look at it.
I never did see that white disc that you were talking about.
I saw the pictures of it, but it's out here somewhere.
Here was another one.
And that'll probably bring 20,000. I mean, front wheel assist though, that would be worth the
It's on
extra.
that tag on
Oh, the paper,
it.
it's up here.
Right
2019, only 247 hours. That's like a new one. This would be handy.
I don't think there's a bid on it either. Either one of these things.
Oh, that's monstrous there. That must be all the for later stuff back there.
Gravity bid was on there.
I'd say this row here, probably the end of it. That stuff's on auction time in the back there, because I recognize some of it.
Still don't see
I don't either. It's up here somewhere. There it is. It's up there.
Oh no, this road.
This is on there.
Oh yeah, there's that with the auger. Is this it?
No, over here. Yeah.
Would that WD pull like an 8-foot disc?
8 foot probably, yeah. If it was a lighter made one. It's had a hard life here. That needs fixed before it goes back out. Whoever welded it, it cracked right next to that weld. Yeah.
My gosh.
It cracked right next to it. That's not a deal breaker, but I would fix it different. Lay a plate over that and put the holes through it, you know. Tie it together.
Well, that's part of the frame.
And that's no big deal. It's box tubing. It's not going to rip all the way apart at once. I mean, you'll have some warning. And if it does it in the field, who cares? You just don't want it to do it on the road. It's got some bearings out. But that's nothing uncommon. And I've got all these pieces on hand, so spools. They should be the same as the other one.
Well, if you got it cheap enough.
That's what I mean, huh?
That one feels tight.
Yeah, that feels okay. I think that, I watched the video. I think that's the only section that was not good.
Oh, they had a video?
Yeah, where he went around and explained it, you know. And I think that was the...
Had he shown that crack?
He showed that. Well, he said, yeah, he said there's welds on it here. And I didn't see that specifically, but he did show that blade out. That's got something wrong.
Yeah, it needs a new blade there.
Busted. The blades aren't in bad shape because they're supposed to be 20 some for the most part, and I think he said they measured around 18 average, and they're not all the same either. The inside ones are supposed to be where they overlap less, so they doesn't throw dirt as much. So I don't know, we'll see. That tire up on the wing isn't good, but it's good. Maybe it'll go cheap. What wagon are you looking for?
He had a flatbed wagon.
Maybe it's up there. We didn't go up in that corner. But it's got that backhoe, so I don't know. That might make a difference. But it's also older, so that might even it out too.
What year was it?
Either between 76 and 85. I guess they didn't figure out exactly what it was. They made that body style for years. Maybe they put it in the shed because it's wood.
Well,
you know,
possibility.
But I didn't see that gear out here either.
No, I seen all the header. There's a wagon.
Oh yeah, there. See, the part we didn't go to. Here we go. This would be all right. I've ripped about everything that you got though. All yours except for one at my house.
I think it needs to get ripped again. The tongue's bent.
That's nothing. Those are awesome gears though.
Is that a John Deere?
Yes, that 950.
Green.
No, that's that 953 John Deere gear, and those are awesome. They're heavy enough to take it. Yeah, that would be a good one.
Is that an 8-ton, 10-ton?
It's just like the one that we had with the gravity wagon.
I can't remember.
And it was way overloaded all the time on that gravity wagon because the box is so much wider than the gear.
I can't remember what that was.
Yeah, we can fix that tongue.
I think it was an 8-ton.
You can use it like that.
Yeah, you can use it like that. That's no big deal.
I don't see that gear without the bed though. Where did you? Oh, there it is. And we walked right past it. It's back there. I wanted to at the salvage yard and I couldn't get it accomplished. They had some rake frames and I would have loved to got one and replaced your rails, because your rails are crap on your rake. Boy, that's a monstrous gear. You could build a indestructible wagon on that.
That was 12 ton.
Probably. Pick up that tongue and see how you like it then. I bet it. Here's the tag.
Oh, there's a tag here.
11/4. So 11 ton maybe, or no, 1174 is the model, I guess.
Oh, that's not too bad.
It's also telescoping, I think, so you could set it however you.
Well, it used to be. I think they welded. I'm not so sure that that.
I think that's been homemade.
Yeah, I do too. Well, these tires are good shot. They're about smooth.
Those are industrial tires anyway. That's not the one you were looking at though. Yeah, it's got ag tires on it, and they got the back ones are good. The front ones will need replace. They both. Front wheel assist is hard on tires, so, but the back ones are good for a long time. And these little ones on front wouldn't be too expensive to. Oh, this one still comes with the fertilizer. They never even, they quit right out of the field and they never.
Yeah.
So you get free fertilizer with that.
One of those they got bids on, and the other one they don't.
It's kind of flimsy, but I would use one. I got 2 jobs where that would be super handy.
There's another one over.
I've wanted one for clean out the busted bales out of the barn when you throw them down at the end of the year, and then when you're done with the wood pile in the yard, rake up the loose pieces. And I think those would work. I know I could, but those things are, if you go to buy one new, they're ridiculous. They used to be like $700, and now I think they're like $2,000.
There's another one sitting over here.
Oh yeah, over there.
One of them has bids on, and the other one doesn't.
Huh? And they're identical, or no? They're 2 different brands, aren't they?
I think one's bigger than the other one. I think the bigger one has the bid.
So that would have been this one probably, because that one looks shorter. I don't care how big it is, just anything's better than forking it by hand.
You got all kinds of tractors to
hook it to. That's a little narrow fella, but made in USA. That's hard to believe. That's a flimsy looking little thing, but built with pride. Oh, that'd be something too to have.
Yeah, it is. I don't know.
Well, all it is a big chain and 2 sprockets in there.
No, I meant
it probably needs new things.
New blades on there.
Or something.
Whatever you
I don't
call those things. Yeah, I know that'd be ideal to have after you plant. Open up your furs. I don't know that I've ever seen an offset one.
I wonder what that little tractor was used on. That's such a weird combination of tires. I mean,
it looks like a small backhoe.
I bet it was on a golf course or something.
No,
somebody changed the tires. Well, they might have changed this.
They had changed the tires.
Unless it's a little 32 horsepower. Oh, there you go. That's a tandem.
Oh, that's
You could put a whole bunch on there.
Oh, that's got a lot of bids on it. That's a.
Oh, it does? How many bids it got on it?
I think it's up to $400.
Well, you got that much in tires on it.
Yeah, but
Even if they're not new, that's still.
this one's pretty worn. Real worn. That one's worn. He must have made a lot of right turns. So he wore out the right. Yeah, this is the only gear that's got bids on it. Well,
Yeah.
I'm down.
Fuel tank trailer. That'd be handy, but I'm not a big deer collector, but this is a nice tractor. I'd have it if it was cheap. This is just for sale on their lot outright. It's not on the auction.
Out there with the curved glass, that was always my dream.
Like the 4630s and stuff, or
Yeah.
the
It was there toward
the 1980s 4230 and stuff like that. Yeah.
That was the one I always wanted.
Well, there's one there.
I don't want it anymore.
Yeah, this is a nice tractor. I don't know what it. I have to get my phone out and see what they want for it. I'm not up on this. They had another one just like this at the end. They must have sold it. 16,900. But if you like original tractors, they don't get much more original than that. I mean, that's very nice original. Yeah, they must have sold that twin to that one there. They're actually kind of roomy in there, but they're just too awkward
if
for.
you want to go in there into barn, in our barn.
I know you can't go.
You can't go.
Unless you dig a trench. You gotta do like that, those Kentuckians or that mule. You know what I'm talking about? A guy driving down in Kentucky and he sees these Kentuckians and they're jacking the barn up. And he stops and he says, "What are you doing?" And he says, "Well, this donkey's too tall. He won't fit in the barn." And he said, "Why don't you just dig a trench so he can walk down in there?" And they said, "You idiot. It's not that his legs are too long, it's that his ears are too tall." Well, it's auction day, and I had to take a unscheduled pit stop here real quick, but I think we'll make it. We'll only be like a half an hour late probably by the time we get there. But, I mean, what I'm after is like one of the very last things to sell, so I guess we'll probably be here all day, you know. We'll see what other kind of deals come up, but I don't know. I don't know what to expect. I don't know if there will be deals or if it will be, you know, exactly what stuff's worth, which I won't pay that. I only want stuff if it's a good deal, you know. So anyway, we'll get there and we'll see what's happening. Dad is ahead of me somewhere, and he said that there was construction, so I'm sure that will add a wrinkle to our getting there. Hopefully we don't have to wait long. I think up here must be the trouble spot. I don't know what they're doing. The roads are always under construction. Huh. One-lane road. Oh boy. If we buy something, that'll be real fun to pull it home through that, won't it? Traffic officer ahead. Ooh. Oh my goodness, look at all that. I bet what they're doing, and I only say that because I saw it on Facebook a while ago, somewhere close out here, they were gonna work on the fiber internet, and I wonder if that's what they're doing, because I see a bucket truck. We could take a unscheduled stop, and up here to the left is the junkyard, or the, what do I want to say, the scrap dealer who bought all of those tractors from the salvage yard. So we could see what they look like cut in half in a big pile, but that would be too sad. I couldn't handle that, I don't think. Finally moving again. It was that fiber internet. That's what all the trucks were, so yeah. But I think it's down that road right there. Yeah, all those red buildings. That's where all those tractors are, all smashed into pieces. So sad. But now we're gonna go find more junk that we can drag home. All right, figure out where we're supposed to park. I don't know. Just pull this rig in line and sell it. That'd probably be the easiest. All this fresh rock they got is, it's kind of hard to maneuver. All right, well, right or wrong, I'm parking here. All right, now, what would you give for it? Sure. I believe the auctioneer is Ted Everett, so that's a name people have probably heard before. But now I gotta get up there and get my number and make this happen. There's a decent crowd here. I wasn't sure what to expect, but they're probably moving right along. I'd say they got the first row sold, but it is what it is.
Little 4630 boys. He said came off a retiring farm sale. Got quad range on her, boys. Quick hit. There you are, boys. Nice little 4630. All original. 77 is what he's got her chopped down as. All right, here we go with there. Little 4630, boys. You get up there to 20. Go get 20 down, a little bit, 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 10, 12, 5. I get down a little bit, now 12, now 15 down, a little bit, now 12, now a little bit, now 15 down, a little bit, now 15, 13 down, a little bit, now 13 down, a little bit, now 14, now 14 down, a little bit, now 15 down, a little bit, now 15, now 15 down, a little bit, now 14, 5, now 15 down, a little bit, now 15, 14, 5, 15, now 5, 15 down, a little bit, now 5, 16 down, a little bit, now 15, 5, 16, now 16 down, a little bit, now 15, 5, a little bit, now 15 down, a little bit, now 5, 16 down, a little bit, now 500. Little bit, now 15 down, a little bit, now 5, a little bit, your man's out. You get up there, now 16, 5, 16 down, a little bit, now 5, a little bit, now 5, 16 down, a little bit, now 5, a little bit, 2.5, now 5, now 7.5, now 16, 5, a little bit, now 7.5, 17 down, a little bit, now 17, now 17 down, a little bit, now 2.5, a little bit, now 17, 2.5, 17 down, a little bit, now 17, 2.5, 17 down, a little bit, now 2, you got in there, 2.5, I get 17 down, $2.5, a little bit, there, 17 down, a little bit, now 2.5, 17 down, a little bit, now 2.5, you want to give one before I go, 17, 1. He said that one's a little special, boys. 17, 17, 1. 17 down, a little bit, now 1, a little bit, now 17 down, a little bit, now 1, a little bit, now 17, a little bit, now 1, a little bit, now 1. Sold at 17,000 JR's bidding. All right, boys, you're going to give it a there. You're right on back out. Wait till I got it all, boys. You get a there, 20 down, butter. Look at 20 down, right up there, 20 down, to the there, 75, 10. I get 75, up into 10, 12, 5, 11, 12, to the turn 11 and 12, to the turn 11 and 12, 11 down, dollar, 12 down, 5, now 12, 11, 5, little bit, 12 down, a little bit, 11, 5, 12, now 5, 12 down, a little bit, 5, a little bit, 13 down, a little bit, 12, 5, 13, 13, to the turn 13, now 5, to the turn 13, a little bit, 5, a little bit, 5, 5, 13, 5, 13 down, a little bit, 5, a little bit, 13, 5, a little bit, 5, 5, a little bit, quad range, 13, 5, 13, but there can't find a 4 post, 13, 13, 5, but there's 2.5, now 5, 13, now 7.5, 13, by little bit, now 7.5, 13, by 7.5, 13, by little bit, now 7.5, 13, by little bit, now 7, but turn 13, by little bit, now 7.5, 13, by 7.5, the bid's on my right now, 13, by little bit, now 0, turn 13, by little bit, now 7.5, 13, 7.5. Sold the tractor, 13, 5, 370, 370. Hey, there's a little 4630, boys. Got weights on it. He said it came right off the same farm as the last one we just sold. Nice interior and all, Ted says, guys. All right, here we go to the Madeira, boys. You back to the Madeira. Get a nice little 4630, 7,200 hours on our quad range, boys. All right, here we go to the Madeira. 20 down bar at 10, 12, 5, 15, 15, 13, 14, 15. Madeira 15 down, not a bit of 15 down, not a bit of 14, 15, 15, 5, now 15. Madeira 14, 5, and a bit on the floor. 15 down, dollar 14, 5, 15 down, not a Madeira 15 down, not a bit of 14, 5, 15. Now 15 down, not a bit of 14, 5, 15 down, not a bit of 14, 5, 15 down, not a bit of 15. Now 15 down, not a bit of 14, 5, 15 down, not a bit of 7.5. Now 15, 2.5. Now 5. You're out of here, down 7.5. 15, 7. Now 16 down, dollar. You'll be 16. Now 2.5. Now 5. 16, 5. 2.5. 5. 16, 5. Now 7.5. Now 17 down, dollar. But turn 17 down, dollar. Now 17. Now 2.5. But turn 17. Now 2. But turn 2.5. 17 down, dollar. 2.5. But turn 17. But turn 17. 2.50. 17 down, dollar. 2.5. But turn 17. But turn 2.5. But turn 2.5. I got 17 down. You want a little one? 17. But turn 2.5. But turn 7. JR's in. I got 17. 2.5. But turn 17. But turn 2.5. You better buy the pair. 2.5. Now 5. Now 5. New joiner. 17, 5. I got 17, 2.5. 17, 5. We're going to turn 5. 17, 5. I got 7. You don't break up the family. 2.5, 5. I got 96. Now 7.5. 17, 5. 7.5. 17, 5. 750. We're going to turn 75. 7.5. But turn 75. 7.5. 7 Braden, you're out. 7. I'm on the floor. 75. Little bit of 7.5. Last call. Gotta go. 75. Little bit of 7.5. Out 18. Internet didn't make it. Took it. 2 of you. I got on the ground. 17, 750. 18 down, dollar. 17, 7.5, 18. Internet, you're out. 17, 7.5, 18. Now 2.5. 18, 2.5. 18 down, dollar. Going to turn to 2. I'm going to turn to 18 down. I'm going to turn to 2.5. Everybody done. 18, 2.5. I'm going to turn to 2. Going to turn to 2.5. 18 down, dollar. 2.5. Thank y'all. Sold it on the internet. 18 down, dollar. 18389. There's a little L75 Kubota, guys. All right, here we go to the Madeira. Got a little L75 Kubota. Gear drive. Here we go to the Madeira. Is it got a backhoe?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's got a backhoe on it, boys. Your binder all complete. All right, here we go to the Madeira. Binder all complete, boys. Get the Madeira. 10,000, a little bit of 10, a Madeira 10,000, a little bit of 335. I got 3 down, but now 4, 4 to Madeira 4, now 5, Madeira 4,500, 4, 5, 55, 6. Now 5 to Madeira, now 7 down, to Madeira 7, to Madeira 7, 6,500, 7. Now 7 down, to Madeira 6,500, and 7 to Madeira 67.5. Now 7. Now 7 down, to Madeira, now 2.5, but you gotta be 2.5. I got 7 now, 2.5. I'm on the floor. 7, he's in. Madeira 7, 2.5. Now 5, 7.5, 75, 77.5, 5, 7.5. I got 75, 7.5, 75, little bit of 77.5, 5, 7.5. I got 7,500, 7. You got 7.5, 8 down, dollar. You gotta be 8. 8 down, I'm on the floor. I get a Madeira 77.5, 8 down, a little bit of 8, now 2.5. Now I'm gonna Madeira, you didn't make it, JR, 8 down, a little bit of 82.5, 8, now 5, 1, 2, 81, 82, the Madeira 81, 80, the Madeira 81, the Madeira 2, now 5, 82.5, 85, little bit of 5, 82.5, 85, little bit of 2, now 5, 82.5, 85, the Madeira 82.5, 85, give me 3, 82.5, 83, the Madeira 82, hey, said the backhoe is brand new. 82.5, 83. Now 4. Going to turn it 83, 84. Going to turn it 83, 84, 83, 4. 83, 84. Going to 83. Now 5, 84, 85, 8400, 8500, 8500, 8600, 8500, 600, 85, 600, 8500, 6, 7. Going to turn it 8600, 7, 86, 7. Now 7. Going to turn it 87. Now 8. But 87 will be 88. Now 8. But turn it 87, 88. But turn it 87, 80. But turn it 87, 8. Now 8. But turn it 87, 8. But turn it 87, 80, all down to 9, but turn it 89, 89, but here got an internet war, 88, 89, but give 8,900, 8,800, now 9 down, dollar, now 1, but turn it 91, but turn it 91, I get 9 down, dollar, 91, but 9 down, but turn it 91, 91, I get 9 down, but 91, but turn last call, 9 down, but turn it 91, 91, 9 down, but turn it 91, 91. Sold it, $9,000. He said we just put an ejector pump on it.
Yeah, it just got put on.
It just got an injection pump put on it. He says it's a good little tractor. There you are, boys. You get up there, get rental to my boys. You tell me to get up there, $20 down, dollar. Look at 20 down, little bit, now 20 down, little bit, now 20 down, little bit, 2,500, $5,000, 25 little bit, now 3, now 35 little bit, now 4, now 5, 55, 14, 1 little bit, now 2, little bit, now 14, 1 little bit, now best little tractor, John Deere Bill, boy. 14, 1, 2, 14, 1, 14, 2, little bit, now 2, little bit, now 14, 1 little bit, now 2, little bit, now 14, 1, 2. Sold at 14,100 JR. One time little bit, that's over a bit, time little bit, no sir, now 15, now 17, little bit, 15, now 17, 50, now 2, now 2 down little bit, now 2 down little bit, now 22 and a half, 2 down little bit, now 2 and a half, I get 2 down little bit, now 22 and a half, so get up there, 21, I get 2 down little bit, now 21, little bit, now 2 down little bit, now 21, little bit, now get up there, 2 down, now 2, 22, 21, 2, 22, 3, little bit, now 22, 23, little bit, there, 22, 23, now 3, 22, little bit, now 23, little bit, now 2, 3, little bit, now now the bids on the net, now 4, 23, little bit, now 24, little bit, now 23, 24, the bids on the net, I get 23, 24, but now 5, Doc is paid, 24, 5, I get 24, 5, little bit, there, 24, little bit, 5, little bit, 24, 5, now 5, little bit, 2400, 25, little bit, 5, 24, 5, sold at 2400. 1-8-fire shuttle, boys. All right, here we go to the there. You tell me to the there. Get 20 down a little bit, now 25, 7,500. Right down a little bit, now 75, 8 down a little bit, now 75, a little bit, now 8 down a little bit, now 75, 8 now 5, 80 by a little bit, now 9, 80 by a little bit, now 9 to 5, 90 by a little bit, now 10, 10, 90 by a little bit, now 10. Now lost 10, 5, a little bit, now 10, 5. Internet's on 10, 5. I get 10 down a little bit, now 5 a little bit, now 10, 10, 5 a little bit, now 5 a little bit, now 10, 5 a little bit, now 10, 5. I get 10 down a little bit, now 5 a little bit, now 10, 5 a little bit, now 10, 5 a little bit, now 10, 5. I'm now 2 and a half, now 5, 10, 5, a little bit, 10, 5. I get 10, 2 and a half, Drake Sand, 10, 5, a little bit, you're out, Brayden, 10, 5. I get 10, 2 and a half, 10, 5, a little bit, now 7 and a half. I get 10, 5, 750, a little bit, 10, 5, 750, a little bit, now 11, now 11 down, a little bit, 11 down, 7 and a half, 11, now 11 down, a little bit, 10, 750, now 11, a little bit, 11 down, a little bit, 11 down, dollar. I get 10, 750, 11, a little bit, 11 down, a little bit, 10, 7, a little bit, 11 down, dollar. Sold the tractor, 10, 750, number 10. Now you got a little John Deere.
Yeah.
What's this thing, boys?
30-20.
Hey, a little 30-20. Hey, got all the weights on her, boys. BJ said it runs great, boys. Shifts good. Nice little tractor. All right, here we go to the there. 5 down there to the there. He said if you're not taking it home with you today and you want it back in the barn, he'll put it right there. I got 5, rock hard, 6 down dollar, 5 down dollar bid, 6 down dollar bid, 5 down dollar bid, 6 down dollar bid, 5 down, 6 now 7 down dollar bid, 6 7, now 7 down dollar bid, 6 down dollar bid, 7 down dollar bid, 6 down dollar bid, now 7 down dollar bid, 6 5. I get 6 down dollar bid, now 6500 dollar bid, now 6 down dollar bid, now 65 dollar bid, now 5. I get 6 down dollar bid, now 5 dollar. I'm over here now, 6 down dollar bid, now 5. I'm on my right side, 6,005. I get 6 down dollar bid, now 500 dollar bid, now 7, 65 dollar bid, now 7, but there now 65 7. Now 7 down dollar bid, now 6500 dollar bid, now 7 down dollar bid, you'll get 7 and a half. I get 6500. 6750, get a banana, 65 little bit. Got all the weight, got the quick step, got it all. I got 65, 7.5, 65 little bit now 6, 7. I got 6600, now 7, but there no 6600, but there no 7. Braden's out, I'm on the floor, 6, 7. Now 8, but there no 67, negative, but there no 67, 68, now 9. Now 9, but there no 68, 9, but there no 9, but there no 8, 9, but there no 68, 9. Now 9, but there no 6800, 9, but there no 9, but there no 68, 9. You done, Braden? Now 7 down dollar, but there no 6900, but there no 7. Now 6, but there no 7. I get 6900, 7, but there no 7, but there no 69, 7. Sold it, 6900. 233.
A 986, it's one away from the magic number. I'm gonna have to apologize, I guess, to the 1086 crowd.
BJ, where did you find this tractor?
Whoa!
10 miles down here in the country.
Boys, he said this tractor come right down the road 10 miles. Said he traded it in, boys, on a front-wheel drive tractor about 3 weeks ago.
Red Scraper, boys!
It came from 10 miles right down the road. All right, here we go to the there, boys. You tell me to get up there. You take it up there. 20 down, dollar bid, 20. 20 down, dollar bid, 20. Get up there. 10, 12, 5. I get 10 down, dollar bid, 12, 5. 10 down, dollar bid, 12. I get up there. 10, 12, 5. I get 11, 12. 11 down, dollar bid, 4 down, dollar bid, 11. 4 down, dollar bid, 5, 12. Now 12. Get up there. 11, 5, 12. Now 5. 13 down, dollar bid, 13. Down, dollar bid, 13. Now 13 down, dollar bid, 12. 13. Now 5, 5. Now 14 down, dollar bid, 14. Now 10. I get 13. Oh, now 5. Get up there. 14. 5. Get up there. 14. 5. 15. Now 15 down. Get up there. 14. 5. 15, now 5, get a turn of 15, 5, 15 down, dollar bid of $500 bid of 15, but turn of $500 bid of 15, 5, 15 down, dollar bid 5, now 16 down, dollar bid 15, $5 bid 16 down, dollar, 15, $5 bid 16 down, dollar bid now 15, $5 bid now 16 down, dollar, I get 15, $5 bid now 16 down, dollar bid now 15, $5 bid now 16 down, dollar, 15, 5, 16, now 5, 7.5. Now 16. I can 15, 7.5, 16 down a little bit. Now 15, 7.5, 16 down another. 15, 7.50 bid. Now 16 down a little bit. Now 16 down a little bit. 7.5, 16. Now 16 down a little bit. Now 15, 7.50 bid. Now 16. Everybody done? 16 down another. 15, 7.5, 16 down another.
You got him in?
16 down another. Sold it. 15, 7.50.
3.7.
3.7.
Well, Dad went on home, and I don't blame him because I don't think there's going to be any good deals today. Everything's bringing pretty well what it's worth. So, I don't know. I'm probably not far behind him. I'm just going home and watching it on the internet. And if there's something I can't live without, buy it there. Have to pay 5% extra, but I don't know. We can look in here. This is a brand new climate control building he built because these tractors with these plastic hoods don't fare very well out in the weather. So instead of cracking or whatever, it's just was worth it for them to build a building to keep them nicer. So, because this is the higher dollar stuff, obviously. So yeah, this is all stuff that they have for sale. It's not on the auction. That's a little mini telehandler. Look at those things. That'd be kind of handy, wouldn't it? There's a Landau trailer just like mine, being pulled by a pickup. That's the way it was made. He's got him a little gas engine mounted on there, it looks like, as a power unit to run the hydraulics. Thought maybe I'd sit in the pickup, but we can take a lap around through here. This is stuff that's, I don't know, I would say some of it's probably going to be on auction time and some of it's probably things they just have here for sale. Pretty rough old horse. There's the extra pieces. I really want a narrow front one of these for whatever reason. Quick attach loader on a self-destructing tractor. Pretty well every loader tractor though is like that. I don't know. What we all got over here? Economy, Power King, and a 4000 Ford with the Selecto Speed. Make sure we put that back in park. The old guy dealer that I worked for, or the older one of them, was telling me about back in the day working on those when they first came out, and said, boy, they were dangerous because they'd take off and things, you know. They wouldn't stay in good adjustment, and then next thing you know, they'd be running you over or whatever. I don't know. Interesting. Some garden tractor tools. I don't know if that would go with that. dual spacers maybe. A Ford 142 plow. I would say, I don't think these are Oliver even inspired. Maybe they use the same bottoms, but I would say this is definitely a Ford frame. Some of the Ford plows were just repainted Olivers, but that's not one of them. Case IH inline baler, same as a Heston. More of these feed wagons, which I'm pretty sure he's a dealer for these. I think I read they just sold 2 on this auction. I think they brought around 7,000, 6,500 or so. Kraus disc with some assembly required. Moline Dan.
What's happening?
Not much.
You guys must have mentioned me 6 times on that.
I know, he said, and that said if we said your name one more time, you might appear, so.
Yeah, that'd have been cool if you could actually make that.
Yeah. Well, that was a neat place. I mean, I didn't realize, I mean, I guess they were an Alice Chalmers dealer or something, but, and then I don't know where he got his love of Molines or stuff, because he had a ton of, I mean,
know he does.
Good old Moline Dan. We just talked for a good while. He was watching the video from the winter get-together and how many times we mentioned him, you know. It's like Losey said in that video, you know, if we say his name a few more times, he might appear. But anyway, I just thought, looking at this here, this is a pretty nice original WD, sold new at the dealer in the next town. I guess that would be new. It's probably at least sold used. That's like a 70s era sticker, I think. But it's even got the toolbox that they would have sold, aftermarket toolbox. Must have been a tractor puller at one time. But it's pretty straight. I mean, even the fenders, compared, a lot of these, this one's got a little wrinkle in it, but a lot of these fenders are pretty smashed up. So I don't know if this will be an auction time tractor or what, but that's pretty nice tractor, really. And a 3-bottom snap coupler plow. And I'm not up on those if that's like a 71 plow or, well, I bet it says on the back, I think it was this, is it a 75, 370, 375 14? It's probably a 375 plow. But that's probably came together. Interesting rig. John Deere silage box. I don't know if that'd be something a collector would have to have, you know, on a John Deere gear. Chuck wagon. This stuff might already be sold too, I don't know, but it's here, so might as well look at it. That looks brand new. There's some brand new running gears or something. I don't know if those are header carts or Well, I can't decide if I want to stay or go home and watch it on the internet. And I don't know. I bet those are head carts. There's all the tongues and the beams and stuff, so that's pretty neat.
Guys, he said the tractor's showing 23 hours. I don't know that's accurate, he said, but it's definitely not a high-hour tractor. It might have more than the 2,300 hours on it, boys. The squad range, he said they used it around here, guys. It checks out fine. He said it was on a complete buyout, and the guy just used it on hay. There you are. Next one to buy, little 4430. All right, here we go to there, 30 down, dollar 30, to there, 30, to there, 30, to there, 15, 17, 5. I get 15, 7, curves in, 15, 17, I'm going to to 15, 17, 5. Now 15, 17, 5, 16, 7, to there to 7, to there to 17 down, dollar, 18 down, dollar, to there to 8, gotta be 18, curve 17, 18. 5, now to 18, but turn at 75, now bid at 18. 17, 5, 18, but turn it down 5, but turn at 18, 5. 18 down, now bid at 5, but turn at 5, 5. 18 down, now bid at 500, now bid at 18, 5. 18 down, now bid at 500, now bid at 500, now bid at 18 down, now bid 500, now bid at 5, 18, 5. 18 down, now bid 500, now bid at 18. If I want to get 2.5 before I go, 18 down, now bid 250, where 18 down, now bid 250, where 18, 2.5. 18 down, now bid now 250, where 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 I gotta go. 18 down, bid now 250, where 18 now 2.5. Sold it, $18,000 JR. Now here's the 4230. Says, runs out good, boys. It needs a little AC work, but other than that, it runs out good. All right, here we go to my dare, get ready to buy, boys. You tell me, here we go to my dare, you take to my dare, get $20 down, $20, 20, 12, 15, come to my dare to 15, 14, 15, I got 14, 15 to the dare to 14, 5, now 15, but dare to 14, 5, 15, now 15 down a little bit to 14, 5, now 15 down a little bit, 14, 5, 15 down a little bit, 15, now 15 down a little bit to 14, 5, now 15 down a little bit to 14, 5, 15, 15 down a little bit, 14, 5, a little bit, 15 down a little bit, 14, 5, a little bit, 15, 14, he says starts good, unbelievable, 14, 5, 15, now 15 down a little bit, 14, 5, now 15 down a little bit, he'll get 7 high, 14, 5, now 15 now, 70 where, 14, 5 now, 70 where, 14, 5, 70 all done, 14, 5, 14, 7 high, yes sir, 14, 5, 70 where, Chris, you want it, 14, 5, 7 high, sold it, 14, 5.
Still have a good while before they get over here, but where's the Alice collectors? Look at this field cultivator. I've seen a lot of these sell in the last years, and they always go to scrap. People buy them for the box tubing and things, and it's kind of a shame. I mean, there it is. I don't know. Nobody's field cultivating anymore. Yeah, the old auction time field's looking pretty bare. I think all this is sold. So hopefully they get some more new stuff in that we can bid on online, because we come about every week and get something out of this pile. So I don't know. That wooden corn silage cutter thing is neat, but it won't last outside very much more probably. The Ohio number 11. Yeah, I've seen a bunch of this on there, so I don't know if people just don't pick it up or what. There's a 720, 620. My cousin sold it at an auction this last fall. These guys bought it, put it on auction time, and I don't think it sold. And now I think they're partner out. So I don't know. Maybe I need to buy that and revival it. It's stuck. But they came back, my cousin came back and saw it here, and they bought parts off of it, so they probably have all the missing pieces. I don't know. Pretty far gone, but it could be saved. It casts a shadow, so therefore it can be restored. Well, as predicted, I got what I came after. This is going to be an interesting trek home, though. The old disc. I should know better because it's the way mine other one is, but it's up heavy. It wants to lift on the truck, which is probably better than dragging it down, but I just got to watch. I tried somebody's trick. I don't know if it's other Ross on YouTube up in Minnesota told me once that run a chain from the corner of the disc to the tongue, and that'll keep her from weaving. So we're trying that. So far it's working pretty good because I'm already going like 25 miles an hour, and I know my other disc wouldn't do that. It would have flopped all over the place. So that may be the trick to do. I'll have to try that on the green one sometime and see what happens. This disc isn't quite as wide mainframe, I don't think, as the other one, so it tracks pretty good in the lines on the highway. Now I got Dad behind me, and when we get off of the highway, I'm gonna let him pass me, and then he can go first because there's some hills and stuff, and I'll let him go first and we'll talk on the phone and make sure nothing's coming. So probably not going to do a lot of filming right now because I need to concentrate on driving. I don't like moving equipment down the road like this, but hey, this is a lot better than trying to bring it home from Indianapolis or something, so it's worth the effort. See, now I'm going downhill and it's starting to sway. I need to slow down. So you can't go much over 30 or she starts flapping. Plus the tires are all rotten and we have no plan B. So we're just gonna take it easy and see what life deals us here. The biggest problem with these discs isn't necessarily the fitting in the lines as it is people cutting it too close and don't realize that gang sticks out in the road. Some people don't look at that, I don't know. And that would pretty well peel you open like a can opener, so yeah. All right, we're getting so close to home that if something bad happens, we can just go get a tractor and drag the pieces back. When we got off the highway, I had Dad pass me so that he could, there's some hills and stuff, you know, I don't know if I said that, but it works better to have him go on ahead and then we're on the phone together and then can, you know, he can tell me there's something coming or he can try to get stuff stopped before I get to a bad place in the road. Pretty well, we hit the traffic decent. There wasn't really too many hairy moments there where we met somebody, though. Some people just don't get the message, you know, like they could wait at the intersection where we have more room, but a lot of them will pull right past the intersection and then they'll wait like right after it, when you could have just, if you would have just waited another, you know, 30 seconds, it would have been so simple. But whatever, you're never gonna fix people's poor driving, I guess. If we make this home, we will have successfully pulled another piece with crappy tires and no attention whatsoever. I never even looked at that stuff because I didn't want to know the answer. So hopefully we make it. We've only got about a mile to go. So also I'm thinking the chain trick is working pretty good because that thing has not swayed a lick. And I've been running about 30 miles an hour at some point, 25 to 30, and it just trails right along. So I'm gonna have to try that on that green one. Well, the answer to your question is the truck can pull it up through the mud just barely. I didn't make it on the first go. I don't know if my chain hit the bumper, but it's fine. I need to get some stuff. I've talked about that a bunch and fill in my hole here, because my little entrance to this field is getting pretty deep. So, sure. Buddy the dog, what are you doing? Ooh. Piece of a bearing. That's our homework. Well, I know. I was gonna say, what do you think? We did that pretty painlessly, really.
A lot faster than you thought.
That chaining thing, I think, made a difference. I'm gonna have to try that on that other one and see if it'll pull down the road at speed. Buddy the dog, what are you doing?
Yep, no problem. These people got inconvenienced.
They'll get over it. Just lay it in a basket. Don't worry. That's your pin, isn't it?
Never did find my other one.
Oh, the hitch, the regular hitch. Gotta get your hazards turned off too. There we go. No.
That is why I let you go first.
Why?
When you had your trouble getting up the hill.
Well, yeah, you gotta take the less deep version.
I didn't know where you were gonna
I didn't know either what I was
go,
gonna do.
so I just pulled forward and got your man.
Yeah. Oh. Well, you didn't get a tractor today, huh?
No.
Everything brought about 4 times more than I thought it would have, the tractors. Man. I mean,
I
those...
know that one brought more than twice as much as I thought.
I think it was because of that backhoe being brand new. Probably. And it sold on the internet, so who knows where it's going.
Yeah, who knows?
But a lot of those tractors sold on the internet, so who knows. But those 2-wheel drive John Deere's brought 11, 12,000, 14,000. So I don't know, but
I don't know either. Try again another day.
yeah. All right.
I don't know what the one next week will have yet. He hasn't got anything really
It's not
posted.
next week, is it? It's two weeks.
April
Oh, is that already next week? I'll have to look. I can't remember.
April 5th.
Is that next Saturday?
Well, today's the 28th.
I'll
so
see. I don't even know.
yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah, that's next Saturday.
there's not a lot. I looked at the thing last night. There's not a lot of stuff on there really for what there usually is. Maybe it'll all come in this week.
I figure
but-
they haven't got it all on the internet.
Well, that could be too. Well, I don't know.
Try again.
Successful day for you or not? I mean, we're glad you went or not.
Yeah.
I mean, at least it wasn't raining.
It was a pretty day, so yeah, it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
I didn't mind.
All right, let's look at our treasure here. I have to say, it's an okay purchase, I think. We've got some homework to do. We got to do better on that repair there somebody made. It's already cracked through there, and it's probably cracked on the top side too. I'm going to try to get a plate and maybe take all of those bolts out and lay it across over here somewhere and then bolt it down. So you got bolts and welding holding you. We also have to get, there's a few places, well, there's a bearing out there, I think. Yep, we got to get that fixed. And there's one on the wings, of course. We saw that on the video. That needs attention. This one I think was okay. This one I think was okay. So those two gangs. I'm gonna say that the tires will roll with them. I mean, they aren't new by any means, but they're definitely not the worst I've had. On that other one, I've had them where they're flapping rubber and still kept going. Our lifting link pivots, I'm looking at that. These are still the originals. I don't have that on my other one, but what I have on the other one is top links out of something. They've kind of been cobbled on a little bit, but if they still work, I'll probably go with them. Basically, all they do is they regulate your wheel for your wing when you fold it down, so that when you lift it up, your wheel on your wing is pushing down. It'd be real nice if it wasn't so windy so I could film this, but whatever. What else? Well, that definitely needs attention. Somebody got them a welder for Christmas there, and they thought they'd, you know, figure out how to use it, and I don't really like that. I don't think that's, you know, just look at that. That's a mess. So we're gonna have to give that some love. We really need to unfold it to do much of anything to it. The stops, of course, just like my other one, it's been broke. I'm not real sure that I like where that's hitting. I really think it ought to hit like here, and maybe it did used to do that. Maybe not though. Oh, I see what happened. It's because they put this harrow on and it hits right in the thing. I guess that's solid enough. I mean, I guess that'll work till it doesn't. And I know for a fact when it doesn't, it is a sad day, because that other one, it took me a long time. Somebody's got the hoses still inside the frame like they are supposed to be. Those two could stand to be replaced. So a little welding there, a little welding on the front, a couple bearings, one bearing on the bottom, and a bearing and blade and spool probably on, well, a bearing and spool over there. This one, it's fine. That one's fine. This side, in theory, looks like that would work, but again, somebody's done some customized welding, and I don't trust that because we're missing a clip. So we're gonna have to see what we can. I'm starting to wonder if they broke it and that's why they did it, or if it's because they have put on different cylinders and so they cut that differently. I don't know. It's just odd that they had to do both sides. This side they did a lot better than that side. That side is pretty poor. But I'm not bad mouthing the guy. I know how it is. If you're in a hurry, you want to make it work. So this side is good to go there, and this needs attention. I see that we got a blade with a notch out of it, and this, I believe the bearing might be okay there, and it might be okay there, but they were obviously short a spool, and they used another bearing as a spacer. It looks like to me, if we can see that there. So we might not get an actual, you know, correct amount of pieces to make her go, but I believe they're the same bearings like on the other one, which would be super duper handy because, hey, I got those already, you know, and then I only have to keep some things on hand. Oh, this is about to pull out and cause us death. It worked its way out on the trip home. That would have really been sad if that had managed to get the rest of the way out of there. I don't know if that was in there and it came out, or if it wasn't and it just... Anyway, what I'm saying is this is not straight to the field ready. There's homework we need to do, and I'm okay with that. You know, when I bought it, I knew that stuff was wrong. I was mainly after the fact that spare, you know. The other one is really good, you get a lot done, but it's so big, 30 feet at a time. There's a lot of times when, especially if it's a little more on the wet side, it's too much for the tractor. You got to go a lot slower than it would be nicer to move along a little bit, and this will let me do that if I hook it behind the big tractor. And likewise, another thing that would be nice for this one is 4150 or the 9650. This would be better for it. It wouldn't be working so hard. The 9650 will pull that 30-foot one, but it's a workout. You're moving pretty slow, and I don't like to be using all my stuff at max capacity. I like it to be, you know, a nice even load, but not overloaded. So yeah, so this is on the back burner. I guess it probably should be on the front burner because knowing me, I'm probably gonna end up having to use it right away. But I will take inventory of what bearings I have on hand, and I'll get more of whatever I need to make this happen. And I probably have spools and everything. I keep a lot of that on hand so that I don't have to wait on it, but that needs attention, and so does that tongue coming apart. So I don't know. And then somebody else's custom spacer was a muffler clamp in between. I think I can probably do better than that too, since I'm gonna have it all apart anyway. You know, maybe drive it out of there and put in something solid spacer. New cylinder on the lift, and I believe that is what's been holding it all the way home, because I'm tired after being out there all day. This pin here is loose, and it doesn't have the lifting straps anymore that used to be to lock up. You used to have them there, and you'd lock it into that hole when you had it up in transport mode, and this ain't got it on there. So that's telling me that the hydraulic cylinder is what we ran with all the way home, and somehow it didn't let us down. So I don't know if I said or not, but I paid $1,600 for this. That was a little more than I wanted to give for it, but I feel like the fact that it was so close kind of evens that out. I don't want to have had to pull one of these from far away, and I've been looking for another one exactly like this, about 5 foot shorter than the other one, you know, in working width, and that's about what this is. So yeah, I'm not disappointed. I just, like I said, that's more than I wanted to spend, but everything today was bringing pretty well top dollar of what I think it was worth. So I mean, I got a decent deal on that regard, because it could have been worse, is what I'm saying. But luckily all those little hiccups on it probably helped me out. So that's all stuff we can handle. We can fix it. We fixed worse, you know, that don't scare me there. We can get a spool, we can get a bearing, we can make her go. The blades are pretty decent, except for that one that's got the chip. I mean, I think these will last a good while, especially if it's, you know, I've got the other one too. So between the two of them, each one maybe won't get as much use, question mark, time will tell. But yeah, very much like the other one, except for this is a 271, that one's a 272. The frame is different. These is like I don't know what you'd call this, 6x4 box tubing or something, and the other one's like 6x6 box tubing, or maybe it's 8, I don't know. But these are a lot more shallow, flat. Otherwise, most every other piece on it looks identical, looks the same construction, same design. So yeah, 271 white, about 23 to 4 feet working width, and it lives here now. So good for me, I guess. Yeah, we'll leave this one here. After watching what you just saw, do you feel like your IQ has dropped lower than your credit score? Well, there's no reason that both of us should be miserable, so go ahead and hit that thumbs up and leave a comment. That stuff costs you nothing, and it really helps me out. Your banker may not approve, but I know mine will. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.